Students, welcome in our geography lecture. Today we are going to learn about chapter number 8, that name is India, Climate, Vegetation and Wildlife. Students, before that in the previous lesson we learned about the location of India. So now we will learn more things about the India. Some months in a year we find that it is very hot and so we feel like eating or drinking cold things. And some other months we find that it is very cold and we feel like eating or drinking hot things. This is because of the change of seasons in the place वी आर लिविंग इन. ये सारी बातें क्यों होती है कि जहाँ पे हम रहते हैं उस एरिया का जो क्लाइमेट है वो कैसे है, इसकी वजह से ये सारी गर्म और ठंडी चीज़ें खाने का हमारा मन होता है. The season is a particular weather pattern noticed for some months due to the position of the earth with respect to the sun. You can see in the picture image also how that our earth is surrounding to the sun. According to that all the seasons are running. In India there are 4 major seasons: winter, summer, rainy and autumn. So let's discuss these seasons one by one. First of all, we will see about the winter season. Winter in India extends from December to February. During these months, the sun rays do not fall directly in India. मतलब ये जो विंटर सीज़न है वो क्या होता है, दिसंबर से लेकर फरवरी तक होता है, मतलब हमारे साल की शुरुआत. तो सन रेज जो है वो डायरेक्टली क्या नहीं होती, हमारे इंडिया के ऊपर नहीं आती है. दैट्स वाई द वेदर इन द विंटर इज़ सो कूल. सो विंटर इज कॉल्ड अ कोल्ड वेदर सीजन. ड्यूरिंग द विंटर टेम्परेचर्स are quite low in northern India compared to southern India. So students, I hope you understood that first point. Now we will turn towards the next point. It is summer season. Summer in India extends from March to May. During these months the sun rays fall directly in India. So the weather in the summer is very hot and it is called the hot weather season. Means it is totally depend upon the revolution of the earth and the sun. During the day in the summer, dry winds कॉल्ड लू. समर सीजन में जो हवा बहती है उसे क्या कहा जाता है, लू कहा जाता है. Yesterday in the previous lecture we learn about the what is called the wind, from the high pressure to low pressure, that which movement is going on, that is called the wind. People drink delicious cool drinks called sharbat made from the fruits available in their regions. They are excellent thirst quenchers and protect our bodies from the ill effect of the harsh loo. तो ये जो ड्राई हवा है, विंड है, उसकी वजह से जो थर्स्टी हमें फीलिंग होता है उससे बचाने के लिए क्या किया जाता है, बहुत सारे लिक्विड ड्रिंक्स पिए जाते हैं. Now we will learn about rainy season. Rainy season in India extends from June to September. During these months, rain falls, making the coming of monsoon to India. During the rainy season, the winds blow from the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal towards the land. These winds carry water with them, and when these winds strike their mountains, rainfall occurs. The rainy season is called southwest monsoon in India as winds carry moisture from the southwest of India. मतलब क्या किया जाता है कि साउथ वेस्ट से मॉइस्चर जो कैरी किया जाता है, इसकी वजह से हमारे पास हमारे इस इंडिया में क्या होता है, मानसून सीजन आता है. नेक्स्ट इज दैट ऑटम सीजन. द ऑटम सीजन इन इंडिया extends from October to November. During these months, winds blow from the mainland to the Bay of Bengal. मतलब मेन जो लैंड है उसकी तरफ से बे ऑफ बंगाल की तरफ ये क्या होती है, हवाएं बहने लगती है. The southern part of India, particularly Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, receive rainfall in this month. So the autumn season is also called season of returning monsoon. तो autumn season को क्या कहा जाता है, रिटर्निंग ऑफ मानसून. और हमारे मराठी में एक स्पेशल वर्ड है उसके लिए, परतीचा मानसून. So let's students, we will revise those points once again. In India, there are 4 major seasons: winter, summer, rainy and autumn. Summer season, March is going on from March to May. That time weather is hot and which dry winds blow, that is called the loo. The winter season is started from December to February, and that is called the cold weather season also. Rainy season is starting to June to September, and southwest monsoon also called. Autumn season is going on from the October to November, and that season also called as the season of returning monsoon. So I hope students you understood all the information about all our seasons. Point we are going to learn about natural vegetation and wildlife of India. First of all students, we will see the natural vegetation. Every day we see a variety of plants in our surroundings, including grasses, bushes, shrubs and trees. Bushes are small plants, shrubs are bigger than bushes and smaller than the trees that you can see in the picture also. Maybe you learn those things in your science lecture also. The grasses, shrubs and trees that grow naturally without the help of human beings are called natural vegetation. मतलब बिना हमने ह्यूमन बींग्स ले लगाए ऐसे ही नेचुरली जो पेड़ उगते हैं उन्हें नेचुरल वेजिटेशन कहा जाता है. डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ नेचुरल वेजिटेशन एग्जिस्ट बेस्ड ऑन द टाइप ऑफ क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशन द प्लेस हैज़. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, areas of heavy rainfall have more vegetation as compared to areas of less vegetation. A very large area of natural vegetation is known as a forest. Forests are very necessary for us. The plant in the forest give the oxygen we breathe and absorb carbon dioxide. Plants also gives us timber from furniture, wood for fuel, medicines from medical plants and herbs. The roots of the trees are attached to the soil and prevent the removal of soil. Students, in this way these trees are helping for us. But the cutting of the tree has destroyed the natural vegetation of India. we would we should plant more and more trees and should make people aware of the importance of trees. Special programs like Van Mahotsav should be celebrated to involve more people in making our earth green. Forests are home to a variety of wildlife. A large variety of reptiles, amphibians, mammals, birds, insects and worms live in the forest. The tiger is found in various forests of India. It is our national animal. Asiatic lions are present only in the Gir forest in the Gujarat. Most of the one-horned rhinoceros are present in the Assam. Means students see that animal species are also destroying because of that cutting of the trees or destructions of the forest. Elephants are majorly found in Assam, Kerala and Karnataka. Camel are present in the Great Indian Desert and wild axes are present in the run of Kutch in Gujarat. There are different types of snakes found in India. Cobras and kraits are important among them. That images you can see here. The peacock is majorly found in India and it is our national bird. You are knowing, students. Other common birds found in the Indian forests are peacock, parrots, pigeons, mynas, bulbul and ducks. Due to the cutting of forests and hunting, many animals and birds are disappearing. So, the Indian government has set up many national parks, sanctuaries and biosphere reservoirs. These provide a place for the animals and the birds of live. Indian government also launched some projects to protect some of them. Project Tiger and Project Elephant are two such projects. So let's students, we will revise those points once again. What we learn, you can write that points as your notes also. The plants that grow naturally without the care of man are called natural vegetation. Forests are present in the large areas of natural vegetation. A large area under natural vegetation is known as a forest. Forests are very useful for humans. They provide air, medicines, wood and other things. Forests provide a place for the animals to live. They have a large number of reptiles, amphibians, mammals, birds and insects. Cutting of forests is destroying our natural vegetation on a large scale. To avoid that, we should plant more and more trees. Tiger is the Indian national animal and the peacock is our national bird. Due to the cutting of forests and hunting, many animals and birds are disappearing. So the Indian government took measures by setting up national parks, sanctuaries and biosphere reservoirs for the animals and birds. Indian government also launched Project Elephant and Project Tiger to protect these animals. So, I hope students you understood that all the points in this chapter very well. Thank you. Happy learning.